Hello and welcome back, and thank you for joining me in the edition of Rabbi Stein's PPE. So this week we find ourselves these Shabbos before Purim. You know, if you look at the technical aspects of the parsha, it's very, very detailed, all about the Bigdei Kahuna and the other elements of the Kodesh HaKadoshim and the service of the Beit HaMikdash. But I want to focus more about how this Shabbos is a very special Shabbos. And I preface that by saying every Shabbos is a special Shabbos, but this Shabbos in particular, it's known as Shabbos Parshat Zachor. It is the second parsha of the four parshiot that bring us from Purim through to Pesach. And with no exception, why does this parsha stand out? And so for Maftir, after the seventh Aliyah, the Maftir portion, we're going to be reading all about Parshat Zachor, or what exactly it was that Amalek did to us in the desert, in Egypt, after we left Egypt, and why they became our sworn nemesis. Now, it's important to process and to understand the following. The Torah says we have a mitzvah obligation to eradicate the existence of Amalek from our midst. And while nowadays we don't know who that Amalek actually is, therefore we cannot fulfill that obligation. No, I am not advocating or promoting any kind of violence amongst anybody else, don't get me wrong. Now, what's interesting to note is, how do the Hasidic learning, how does the Hasidic mentors tell us about Amalek? What is Amalek? What do they do? Essentially, Amalek is the source of like an infection in the body. And that infection, if untreated, will spread and will cause harm and will cause damage. So too to our neshamas. The Amalek is an element that exists in the world, much like if you look at the symbol of a yin-yang. The yin-yang represents two forces, one of good, one of purity, and that one of evil, one of impurity and defilement. And they're always fighting for balance and harmony. When one overshadows the other one retracts. And when one is also greater, the other one retracts. And so on and so forth. So too that with Kedusha and Tahara, holiness and purity, and that with Tumah and impurity. So too with Amalek. Amalek is that little budding infection that tries to pull us away from Torah and from our connection to Hashem. And it's our mitzvah, it's our obligation to eradicate that element of Amalek within us. Do what is necessary to prevent that Amalek from taking root and from flourishing and growing. And for that, we'll always bring ourselves closer to the Borei Olam, to Hashem, and we'll have an incredible life. The sun is shining. We changed the clocks this Motzei Shabbos, and hopefully springtime and summertime is just around the corner. Shabbat Shalom. Till next time.